I'm not usually the one to talk EVO. Really, I don't really watch much of EVO. I mainly just sit around and just wait for the announcements if they have any for new fighting games or DLC for certain fighting games. But this one I wanted to talk about because there was a Twitter post that was about BBTAG, and it was posted by someone named Sabi. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but they posted that three new characters were coming to BBTAG later. One is Yumi from Senran Kagura. The second one is Neapolitan from Ruby. And the third one is Akatsuki from, or they didn't say the third character, but they said Akatsuki BlizzConf is coming. Now, I want to talk about that because the Sabi person seems kind of, they seem credible because they seem having all that info that pretty much that seems kind of true. But you know, you can't really believe some of these things because you know we're a grain of salt. But the thing about it that gets me is that like I started thinking about it more. I was thinking, okay, what if ArcSys did that? You know, what if they actually what if they actually just like put all those characters in there? But the thing that bothers me the most that like it's just like that it's not the characters don't fit really well. It's not that characters don't fit because Senran Kagura and Akatsuki BlizzConf were in the data mine. What gets me the most is that what gets me the most is the fact that what's going to happen to the Persona Honor Knight and BlazBlue characters. Now the thing I get what if they were to do this thing. I'm just saying take it with a grain of salt. This is definitely not true. But if they were to announce something at EVO, I feel like they would announce the Sixth Fate and possibly some other character from another franchise. Because if they just announced a new Fate and that's it, that's really, really lame. But if they announce just another, like the thing about that, what gets me about the Senran Kagura characters and the Ruby character, like if they announce Neo, hell yeah, that'll bring a bunch of people back because that means one, people love Neo from Ruby, and two, more Ruby characters are coming, which will bring more people back. That's a good thing. Senran Kagura is also a good thing because that's something new, and that will bring people in. But what's weird about me is the post on Twitter said it was Yumi from Senran Kagura. I'm not familiar with the SK series. I am not really familiar at all, and I'm not sure that Yumi is even the main character. I think the main character's name is Asuka or something like that. But for me personally, I don't even care who gets in this game really. With regard with the leaks, yeah, Akatsuki BlizzCon, I saw it coming anyway, so yeah, data mine and all that junk. But what gets me the most is that if they were to announce these characters, is that it? Like for me personally, I feel like they need to do something else to this game just instead of announcing characters. Because my main problem with this game is the fact that like, yeah, you can announce all the characters you want, but it's still the same cross-tag experience. Like, I like this game from a gameplay standpoint, really, and I will say this over and over again, like, there's just something about the game itself that's missing. Like, if they had, like, a complete rehaul and add, like, content to this game, like, this game's in arcade cabinets now, so I feel like they should add, you know, at least, it doesn't have to be, like, freaking normally BlazBlue, they just need to add another mode in this game, like, something, you know? And I'll be fine with that. But back to this, the characters that I saw in the post. If they were to add the series, right? They said it was gonna be like the Sixth Fate. If they announced Neo from Ruby, Akatsuki BlizzConf and Senran Kagura, that would be a nice twist because like, hey, you thought you were gonna get the next Fate, but in turn you actually get two more series, which is actually great. But the sad thing about it is like, what about the Persona Uni? BlazBlue and Arcana Heart characters, because what weirds me out is that if this post is real, right? As I said, a grain of salt. If they were to announce the two next series, that means Arcana Heart doesn't get any more characters as of now, which means I don't get that either. Like you just introduce Arcana Heart, and that means you're not gonna do anything with it because these next fates start to seem like they're guest characters. And if that happens, I don't mind guest characters, but it seems kind of dumb that you have these empty slots and people are going to be wondering, oh, well, nothing else is going to get there. I mean, I wish they could change the character select screen, but that's a different story, but the point is, I want to talk about this in a row, because like they're not going to announce no more BlazBlue characters for if this announcement even it was real. No Persona, no Under Night, and no Arcana Heart. And it's kind of weird that you just introduced Arcana Heart, not to do anything with it. You know, for now at least. And I don't like the way Arctis is doing it, because you already know once they announce those characters, they're not going to announce anything else for a while. I guarantee you that they're not going to announce anything for a while. Like if they did announce Neo, Yumi, and Akatsuki BlizzCon, you're not going to see anything else for a while. As a matter of fact, this update right now, if they decide to do the update, you won't be seeing that for the next 3 or 4 months. So like, I don't know. And on top of that, there's like if you've announced Neo from Ruby, that's good. But like, what about the villains? What about Cinder? What about Raven? What about maybe not Raven. Raven didn't really become super important to like Volume 5, and they're not focused on those characters. But okay, Neo is super popular, so I guess that'll be the next character. But what about Team Juniper? What about all the other characters? What about the other Arcana Heart characters? Like, as I said, I'm just going off about what I think this post is. Personally, I don't believe it, because it just seems kind of weird just to announce Yumi, who's not even a main character. Like, and she's a main character from what I understand, but she's not the main character for Samurai Kagura. It's like if you busted out Saki instead of Heart for Arcana Heart, it just doesn't seem right. I guess Akatsuki BlizzCon makes sense because it was in the data mine. That was a whole new thing. And I don't see any problems with getting Akatsuki BlizzCon because it's pretty obscure. And it just seemed like no one cares enough about the license in order to get it. I mean, ArcSys already has a relationship with Under Night, with French Bread and Under Night, to order to get the license to even use it. I mean, who has Akatsuki BlizzCon's license now? I don't know. French Bread probably still has it. I don't know. And I'm thinking, what's EVO's announcement going to be from BBTAG? I do want to know. I mean, I personally don't care because it's probably not going to be anything too spectacular. I won't be shocked into this game until it gets more content in it. And I don't mean new characters. I mean actual content. You can have as many characters as you want in this game, but it ain't gonna change. It's still gonna be BBTAG. I mean, I would like to see all the dub voices for those characters because I feel as though obviously Akatsuki BlizzCon had no dub voices yet. Well, Neo doesn't talk, so I can't say nothing. And I think Shinron already had English voices. I'm not familiar. I think it did. I don't know. They probably did. But the thing about it that gets me is just like I just don't get it. Like I swear, ArcSys has to need to do something big. I don't think just adding 3 characters is going to change anything about the game. You know, I ain't talking about the gameplay. I'm just talking about literally adding more to it. There's nothing else in this game to do, and like other than go online, but that's boring. And like going online, the part ain't boring. I'm just like, there's nothing else to do in the game. I wish you guys get the arcade cabinet. Y'all can't just retool an arcade mode and put it on the game. I don't know what they do with the arcade cabinet, but it's not traditional arcade mode. But for me personally, they would need to update this game, add more content in it. If they did, like give it the unique treatment by adding like what time attack, score attack, yada yada, all that. I don't care what else they add. But they can add any characters they want. I don't give a damn. I actually don't care what they add now. I'm just curious to see what's going to happen in EVO time. But they seem like they're going to announce something. Obviously, they have to, because if they don't announce something at EVO, this game is going to crash and burn. Actually, that's a huge. It's not. This game's not going to crash. It's just less people going to play it. I mean, the registration for EVO is actually pretty high for this game, so I can't say you won't stop playing it entirely, but they would need to do something major, in order to like bring the people they lost back. Like, there's some people who just stopped playing BBTAG. I'm one of those people. I only bought the DLC characters because I feel like I thought buying all the DLC characters would change my mind, I refused, about, a couple months after launch. I was like, half a year after launch, I told myself, no, I'm not going to buy the DLC characters because I feel as though I shouldn't have to enjoy this game. But I did anyway, just to see if buying DLC characters would change my mind, and honestly, they didn't. I just feel like I'm still having the same problem with this game. You know, it's just nothing to do here. It doesn't matter how many characters you got. Like, the game could still be not very good. And that's why I feel like with BBTAG. I don't personally think BBTAG is a bad game. I just feel like it's a game that's lacking in a lot of places. Like, I mean, I'm not, you know, some casual rep. How the hell did Heart get hit? Anyway, I'm not some casual representative. I'm a casual fighting game player. I don't take it all seriously. Everyone else does. I just play this game so I find them enjoyable. But I can't find tag enjoyable because there's just nothing to do in it. Like, it's just so starved of content. And some people just like don't care about it. But it's not really fair, to be honest, because some people do want to play this game casually. I don't feel like I have to go online to enjoy it because I shouldn't have to. You know, I play my fighting games offline, so I feel like as though I should be able to enjoy it offline. I can't do that with this game. I'm stuck just hitting versus battles until I just stop playing. And eventually, after a while, the game just gets boring because there's nothing to do. As I said, I like the game. I like the gameplay, and I like the gameplay. I like the characters. I like all this stuff. But just because you have all that doesn't mean the game ain't good. It's like the whole Marvel versus Capcom Infinite thing. Gameplay is solid. It's just everything around the game is not very well done. And this is why I feel with BBTAG. I mean, definitely BBTAG is better than Marvel Infinite, but they need to like drastically don't even have to overhaul the game. Just add stuff. I'm tired of paying $60 just to get a half-baked experience of our game. It's not fun anymore. And BBTAG is the one game out of the lineup for EVO that I'm actually just care for right now. I care about Eunice, but I honestly don't think anything else is going different. I'm glad Eunice got an EVO, but that's it. There's nothing. I doubt they're going to announce anything, unless they're going to announce their X-Late Clear, which I highly doubt they're going to do at EVO. If they do, I'd be surprised. But I guess it would make sense because Eunice has been out for like what? About what? How many years? 2-3 years by now? So it would be a perfect time to announce a new game for Eunice. But as for cross-tag, I would just really want them to add more to this game. If they just add a couple more modes, I won't care. I honestly won't. Just add just like a score attack, a time attack, like anything but survival mode. I hate survival mode. I'm just going to say that right now because I said that so many times. I hate survival mode. But all you guys have to do is just add a couple more modes. Update the story mode, add more music, like just the little things that you do offline. You know, because after a while this game gets boring to play. Because there's nothing else for me to do with these characters other than go versus mode all the time. And I don't like survival mode because once you get up to the higher level of survival mode, it stops becoming fun because the AI turns into a cheating bastard. I mean, that's what happens in fighting games in general when you turn the AI to the highest. But I never liked survival mode because in this game, completion of these modes net you nothing but platinum dollars. And once you buy everything, that's it. The platinum dollars just sit there. You don't earn no new colors, you don't earn no new music, you don't earn no new stages, you don't earn no new characters, you don't get nothing from completing but platinum dollars. And once you buy everything, you just have platinum dollars left over, nothing to do. But it happens in almost every fighting game with money, but like there's no incentive for you to spend more or actually do anything else. But once you do the tutorial and that's it. Like, I've never seen a BlazBlue game so starved of content in my life, dude. Even Continuum Shift, a game that can't... Calamity Trigger. Like, I figured after the year they had this game out, they would have added more modes, but they didn't. They didn't do anything. They wasted 9 months just with no silence. It's like, oh, no, we're gonna... And then they wasted about 9 months to announce the characters. And they wasted about 3 more months into the freaking Arcana Heart. Then no, they wasted 9 months for they wasted about 9 months from EVO of last year till this year to bring out the other characters, like the next patch of DLC. Then they wait a couple more months and say, oh well, we'll get the characters made in arcade mode. They wait a couple more months later to actually do some of those characters. They have the characters dubbed. and their patches were already made, and they waited more just to release the damn characters. It's cool that they were free, but Arc Systems needs to get on the uptake with this game. I'm not the first person to say this, and as I said before, I do like the gameplay across. It's just it's everything else around it. Granted, these are just my unrealistic expectations for the game. I know Arc Systems not going to add anything else to it. I love Arc Systems to death. I love all their games, man, but I swear I have no faith in them nowadays, man. Like, it's been every game that came out since Chronophantasma Extend back in 2015, I just can't enjoy anymore, you know? I mean, I can enjoy the games, I just can't. I know in the back of the game, it's just like some BS behind it, and I don't even want to think about it. But I feel as though Arc Systems needs to change this, you know, fix this up, you know, just do something. I personally hope they add more to it, but just adding characters is not what I want. Like, you can add as many characters as you want, but the game is still in the state that it is in. And that's not going to change unless they change it. The game is still in this state. Like, it's fun, but the fun just starts getting old after a while, and like it's not fun anymore. Like, me fighting these random CPU bashes with nothing else to do other than like repeating what the tactics is. Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, as much as people in the fighting game community want to rip on the casuals make the money. I mean, I probably just, I'm the only person thinking that, but like, I mean, hell, if like, you can't just rely on the hardcore fighting game crowd just to make your money, because that's not going to make you money. Just that's still a minority, no matter how many people's in the community. Because word of mouth gets spread and junk like that. Word of mouth gets spread around, and like, that's how you make your money. At least with these fighting games, that's what I personally know. And BBTAG has potential. It does. It just hasn't reached it. I'm glad they brought the dubcast back. But I personally believe that, yeah, they brought the dubcast back, but what's next? What's else? I mean, yeah, glad it has a dub, but that's just only one part of it. They need to go all out with this game. Like, I wish all you guys need to do is go all out with it. That's all I want. You can't just leave it like this, you know? I mean, there's actually simple things you can fix. I mean, hell, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like playing this game, but after a while, I just don't want to do it no more. And I feel like these Arc Systems games, I play for hours on end trying to learn all these characters. But with Cross, I just can't do that. I just have no sense of there's nothing else for me to do besides just this, and this is not fun. Sometimes there's no freaking abyss mode, none, just to do anything else. But yeah. But the point is, I went off tangent. The point is, what I want to see, I guess my only realistic expectation with Cross-Tag is, I don't know, I actually haven't talked about what characters I actually want to see. I guess I'll start with the BlazBlue characters. I don't care what they add from BlazBlue. I honestly don't care. Like, I have never cared what BlazBlue characters they added, but if I were to request one character that I could see getting in this game, I guess, Lambda. I mean, Lambda's not going to get in, but I like Lambda. It's either between Celica or, let's see, Celica or Hibiki. Those are the only two people I can see getting in Cross-Tag. Maybe I only want to see Hibiki just to hear his English voice again, because he's never got to be playable with his English voice ever. So, yeah, I want to see Hibiki or Celica. As for Persona, Elizabeth. I feel like Elizabeth should be the next character, because this is right here, this is the entire roster of Persona 4 Arena. If you add Elizabeth, she's the last character of Arena. Base Arena, not Ultimax. So, all I want to see is Elizabeth. And then if they delve into Ultimax, they can add like Adachi or whoever, it don't matter to me. Under Night, I honestly don't know. Wagner. Add Wagner in it. I just want Wagner around just to hear what her English voice was. I like playing as Wagner in Under Night, so you can add her just for whatever. And Ruby, it don't matter because I know if they do add more Ruby characters, I would like to see Raven. That's about it. Raven, I don't even care. Like Raven, I'm not even a big Neo fan really, or Cinder. I definitely don't like Cinder, but yeah, Raven. If she, well, I doubt they could add Raven, but if they were to add Raven, I would like to see her there. Arcana Heart, just add anyone from Arcana Heart. Mainly Saki, just throw her in there, man, please. I would just like to see Saki. Like anybody from Arcana Heart, just don't let Heart stay here by herself as a guest character. Don't do that. Unless they ask for Heart as a guest character, but that's lame. You can't just add Heart and think, oh, was there going to be more Arcana Heart characters? No, there isn't. Nah, you can't do that. I guess another thing I want to see, and I know this is not going to happen, is the interactions between these characters need to be patched in. Naoto, Seth, Teddy, and Heart have no interactions. And I know that's unreasonable to ask because, you know, they have to call the actors from previous, for the previous voice actors back in. But they kind of dug themselves in the hole when they did that kind of thing. So, of course, people are still miffed about not having interaction between these characters. I mean, people have been waiting for these characters just to see their interactions. I mean, Heart. Heart is a prime example of people want to see her interactions. They want to see her interactions with Ragna because she dated Ragna once. Freaking Ruby. Like, she would have interactions with all the main characters. So, Ruby and Heart would have been great interaction. Ruby and Heart and Hyde would have been one, just a contrast between each other. You and Ragna, like, just missing interactions. But I know they can't call the actors back in, but I mean, if y'all knew you were gonna do this, y'all should have like kind of planned this out in advance. You know, they should have like a roadmap or something about this in order to just people be asking, why don't these characters have interactions? What's the point? But stuff like that. And I know this is another thing that's gonna be unreasonable, but like, can they overhaul this gallery? Like, it's more of like I'm talking about what's gonna happen in EVO, just like in general. But the point is, what I want for EVO is just to show the Sixth Fate. Just show me the Sixth Fate. I don't even care no more. There's nothing else they can do to this game. Actually, there's nothing else they can really do to this game that I feel like they're actually going to do. Because I feel like they're not going to do anything super important, and that's why I just don't care. Yeah, they're not going to do anything major. They're just going to add more characters and say, oh, that's it, call it a day. Nah. That's why I don't even care, man. Like, they can just add whatever. I don't care if it's SK. I don't care if it's Ruby. I don't care if it's Akatsuki BlizzConf, because that's it. Like, if this game doesn't get a whole, complete, extra stuff, I'm just probably going to stop playing it. I'm probably not, because I spent all my money on this game, so 70 plus bucks just with BBTAG alone, so I'm not... Can't really get rid of it. Can't really delete it now because I already spent my money. And I'm not the kind of person who spends a lot of money and just lets it go. So, you know, I spent my money to buy this game. I'm gonna get some use out of it. But the point is, I just wish that there will be more to this game. I know that, and then I want them to do something major at EVO, not just announce characters and call it a day. It's been a year since the game out, and just nothing changed. Nothing has changed. Over the year this game, almost a year this game has been out. No, more than a year this game been out. But just add more characters. Nothing has changed. But just new characters. And it took them... They already announced 40 characters a while ago. Like when the game... Before the game even launched, they already announced it's going to be 40 characters. A year later, we finally get all 40 plus 4 extra. And they're still being super slow with it. They want to wait to major events to do this. And that pisses me off because you're just deliberately waiting for big ass events and not doing anything yourself when this is your game to not do anything. Like, I don't care if you guys go on a podcast and do this kind of crap, just announce characters. You gotta hurry up on the uptake. I don't know if it's licensing issues, but they gotta find a way to make this faster because people don't want to wait 9 months just for a couple of characters. No one wants to do that. And it's just, I don't. I'm not a big online guy because I refuse to pay $60 for PSN because I'm not online that often, and I refuse to pay the amount of me buying a game. I could buy another game with that $60, so. But that's not the point. The point is just, I don't know if that whole leak is true at EVO. I honestly don't see it any change really. For me personally, I just don't see it any change because it's still the same game as Shell. More characters, yay, but that's it. It doesn't matter how many characters they add. It's just the same game underneath. It's just still the same game. It just, even then, I'll still just be bored playing with the characters. Well, playing the game as is. It ain't the fighting game aspect that I have a problem with. It's just everything around it, dude. Like, there's nothing to do. Like, I don't want to play online all the time. I shouldn't be forced to play online to enjoy this game. I shouldn't. I don't care what fighting game it is. I should not have to go online to enjoy it. I play most of my games, fighting games offline, and I have a blast. You know, yeah, I'm a casual fan, but that shouldn't mean I don't have a voice in this. But I guess it doesn't because, you know, usually casuals are drowned out by something like this. But it doesn't matter what characters they add. Like, it doesn't, because it's still the same game. The same lack of content, the same empty, barren skeleton of a game. And I don't like making these comparisons, but this is just Street Fighter 5. Oh, sorry, 4. Street Fighter 5. I mean, yeah, Street Fighter 5 had, like, you know, this was the main amount of characters and that, but they need to do an arcade edition of this game, like they did with Street Fighter 5. Because Street Fighter 5 was not playable at launch. You know, that game was not playable at launch. And they need to do something like that to BBTAG. I need to see a BBTAG arcade edition. Where they add more modes, an arcade mode, other crap, just to show that they actually care about this game instead of making it feel like it's an afterthought. This game does feel like an afterthought. It just, people don't say, "Oh, well, it's not a sprite dump because they had to use all the characters." It's not. It feels like it's a sprite dump in a way. They just put all these sprites in the game and just they keep doing it and calling it a day. That's why I feel though. This game is a sprite dump. And I know they had to retool the characters to fit this, but it just feels like they just put the characters in and just keep doing it without changing the core game. That's what I feel as though Cross Tag is right now. It's a sprite dump. And not in an insulting way. It's just a sprite dump, as in it's just a bunch of these sprites and just that's it. I mean, yeah, there's more things to the game, but there's not much to talk about. You know? All this crap with, like, at least with the gallery, like, what? Look at this. That just shows a lack of effort. I mean, it's a gallery mode, but like, what happened to all the wacky pictures you had? What happened to anything else? What happened to, you know, whatever? And like just this. But the point is, I'm not all that hyped about an announcement for Cross Tag. I'm not really, because it's still the same. It's not the. I mean, people are probably happy. I'm happy for you guys. They need to do something major with this game to change my mind. But knowing Artsys, they're not going to do it. They're either going to wait later, or they're going to make a version where you know what I think they're going to do? They're going to make a special edition of this game, but just like be like Central Fiction Special Edition, where it's just all the DLC characters and that's it. Because the special edition for Central Fiction did need to exist, or at least should have been an extend version. Like, the version of Switch all DLC online, that's it. And they wanted to rebrand it as special edition, where it's just, it ain't that special. It's just a Switch edition. They could just call it that, or they just call it Central Fiction. They could have called it Central Fiction Switch Edition, or just Central Fiction for the Switch, or something like that. But the point is, like, they're all they feel like this one. They need to make a version of this game with all the DLC characters unlocked from Season 1 to probably Season 2. They add more modes. Please do arcade mode. I don't care. Other extra modes, just something. A revamped story mode. Bigger gallery. More things to do. Just do an overhaul. Like, it ain't that hard, really. I mean, they've done other good fighting games all the time, and it didn't take that long to do that, so it ain't that hard. Artsys just doesn't want to do anything. But as I said before, and I'm gonna have to end this video soon. I'm not that hyped for EVO, really. because I know nothing major is going to happen, really. I'm not holding my breath. Nothing too major is going to happen, but just them announcing a couple of characters and calling that a day. That's it. Nothing. That's it. Just a couple of characters, done. And I honestly am just exhausted. You know, because I keep coming back to this game thinking there's something here, but there's nothing. I keep wanting to believe this game will be something one day. I don't know if it will. I don't know if Arts is just going to leave it as is because they think people will like it, but I don't. I mean, I know Arts is not going to see my crappy camera video and say, oh, well, we need to do all these, but I wish someone did. Wish someone listened to me and figured out what the hell, because I'm a casual player and I love these fighting games. Like, I love fighting games, man. I love playing them. Even though I'm not very good, I love playing them. But I cannot, for the life of me, enjoy cross-tag to its fullest extent. It's just so empty and void of anything decent or anything to do that I just can't enjoy it. Like, there hasn't been a fighting game since Chronophantasma Extended. I just haven't had a reason to whine and moan about. But the point is, EVO, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to EVO. I doubt they're going to do an overhaul of this game. I feel like they're just going to add a couple of characters and just move on. But other than that, I think I'm done talking. I just wanted to get this video out because EVO's coming up and I felt as though I had to say something, you know. So, without further ado, I'll see y'all next time. I hope y'all have a great day and enjoy your days. Enjoy EVO. Please enjoy EVO. And if I miss an announcement, come tell me or comment on the video or something. I don't know. I hope they do add those characters. Yumi from Senran Kagura, Neo from Ruby, and Akatsuki. I do want to see them add to the game because that gives more characters. That's pretty much something all I can say right now. That's all I can wish for. Realistically, that is. So I'll see y'all next time, everybody. Peace out. All that good jazz. See y'all next time.